Good evening, folks. Hope y'all are doing okay. Getting ready to go live from GigaParts. Stick around for this special edition of HamShackTV Live on a Wednesday night at a special time. Get started here in just a couple of minutes. All right, that takes us to the top of the hour. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let's light this candle, shall we? Well, I cut it off too early. Got to learn this new software. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to HamShackTV Live on a special night, special time. Here we are on a Wednesday night, broadcasting live from GigaParts here in Huntsville, Alabama, 6123 University, I think it's University Drive in Huntsville, Alabama. Several of you are coming into town for the Huntsville Hamfest this weekend. And if you're already in town, come on out tonight and see us here at GigaParts. We're doing it live here until 8 o'clock. They close at 8, so come on by. We're in the back of the store. You can see the Yaesu display behind me along with the Intellitron stuff and all kinds of great goodies. So we appreciate GigaParts having us. They've been a great partner of HamShackTV for about a year now. So we're so grateful for Robbie and Jeff and all the gang here at GigaParts. If you aren't coming to the Hamfest, make sure you check out their website, gigaparts.com. If you use coupon code HamShackTV, that'll give you double rewards points. So HamShackTV 50. Those rewards points stack up pretty quick. So make sure you do that. And then don't forget to check out GigaParts Rewards Plus. What a wonderful program, folks. GigaParts Rewards Plus gives you 4 times rewards points. It gives you a perpetual warranty, 60-day return window, and Malwarebytes antivirus software. What a great deal. If you use coupon code HamShackTV50, HamShackTV50 at checkout when you buy GigaParts Rewards Plus, you get half off your first month. So if you're spending a lot of money in amateur radio gear, it's well worth it to have it. Absolutely. Protect your gear and have peace of mind there. So, again, I appreciate GigaParts. If you're coming into town, make sure you come by, stop by, check all this stuff out. This is just a fraction of what this store has in it. There's all kind. Well, matter of fact, if you'll give me just a second to oblige, I'll spin the camera around here and let you all take a look. There's some more gear. So that's only one way I can make the camera go. You got Rig Expert over there. You got Comet antennas. We've got some CBs and scanners right here. You see Messi and Plony coax over there. We'll spin around a little bit more. Hello, you see me again. ICOM is back on the back wall. You see the Sony Creative Room. You'll see more about, we'll talk more about that room later on this evening. But there's going to be a special event over there tomorrow. And then looking back this way, you can see 3D printing filament and all kinds of great goodies. There's computers over there. Can't see a whole lot because the camera's too far back, too low, but all kinds of good stuff. Big old showroom here. Come on by 6123 University Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Hopefully I have somebody to fill this seat with me here in a little while. I believe Dealer Dave said he was going to come down and hang out with us a little bit. So anyway, let's check the chat, see who's all in here. Boy, y'all have got the chat rolling. Let's see here. Andy Calley, as usual, is in the house, first on the list. Good to see you. Prep Ham Paul is here, says driving in the morning. Hope to make the Giga dinner. See you then. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Hopefully we'll have a special guest here in a little while to talk a little bit about the dinner tomorrow night. Ham KJ5, woo, made it early for the free food. Dave's here, of course. Let's see here. Wilderness Frank, KG6NLW, howdy, y'all. Good to see Frank in the house. KF8CGJ is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Scrolling on down here. Julie. Pota Power Julie's in the house, and Route 2. Looking forward to seeing you here shortly, Julie. I don't know if that means they're en route here or they're en route to Huntsville. I haven't seen them yet, so I don't think they're in Huntsville yet. Let's see. We're scrolling on down. Let's see. Blue Boy says hello. Hello, Blue Boy. Let's see here. Where else are we looking? Rick Green. Hello from Michigan and 8RWG. Good to see Rick in the house. All the way in Guam, we have Tim, Rockets and Radio, EOD Kaboom, as we call him. He got to hear the song. He's so excited about hearing the song. Let's see here. Rob's in the house. Hello from 105 degrees. It feels like 105, maybe hotter here. Dalton's in the house. KQ4 OQL, hello from Southern Kentucky. You just need to make that little short drive down I-65 and get down here this weekend if you're in Southern Kentucky. Not too far away. Let's see here. Ham Radio Fun, KO4 PDI, hello all, good to see you. And Mike, hello all, KE9 DSK. And I'll make sure I've not missed anybody. Boy, y'all have got the chat rolling tonight. Greg, WB2YZG, Gold, good to, or Golden, I should say. Howdy, y'all. Just got back from KO4 PDI stream. That's great. Let's see here. Anybody else? The Spirited Ham's here. Yep, I think we're getting there. I just saw something from Julie. I'm so fancy, Josh. Thank you, Julie. Try to be. I mean, if you get a college degree in this stuff, you kind of got to dress it up and make it look good. Yeah, I think we're pretty well caught up. So let's go ahead and bring in the gang, if I know how to do it. Marvin's in the house. He should be in Huntsville, but unfortunately is not.
You're exactly right.
W0,
rub it in, Josh.
W0MET, the Ham Radio Guy podcast. Hillbilly Dave's here as well, and I always screw up your call sign. Always. I don't know why.
KE6GAE.
That's right.
I always try to do GEA or something like that, or KG6.
Just remember Great American Eagle.
Great American Eagle.
That'll help you remember it.
Well, fellas, what's up?
Oh man, another busy week. I can't believe we're into Wednesday here, but I mean, it's like, now heading into the Thursday work day, and it's gone. I mean, the last couple of days have gone by just super quick, but continue to work on a couple projects, and I've, again, not so much. I mean, a little bit was ham radio related last night. I was just telling Dave in the back end there was Used a little Chat GPT. I've been working with tech support for, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks to try and resolve my issue to get the green heron rotor controller and my smart SDR for Mac to work. And I couldn't get them to talk to each other. I couldn't see the application within the software because you can pull it up and do your rotor control from Smart SDR for Mac. And just couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. And so I thought, I'm going to just try to ask chat, what does it have? So we went through a bunch of quick questions and some troubleshooting. And, well, woohoo, an hour later, we had a resolve, and it was working like a champ. So as much as we talked about AI last week's episode, it was certainly an advantage for me last night, an hour with it versus 3 weeks with tech support. So it's a good win. So
Cool. What about you, Dave?
Busy with work and being bummed that I'm still sitting in Missouri and not in Huntsville, Alabama.
For sure.
Got to get both of you down here next year. Got to. And I'm already booked. I went this morning to the camp house and registered. I will be down here the whole week next year, Monday through the next Monday. So,
Oof.
And Ham Radio 2.0 has got a new neighbor next year. Beat him to the punch.
Nice.
So there you go. Again, if you are in Huntsville and want to join the stream, come by GigaParts. I've got a seat right here for you and a microphone. So come on by. Be here until 8 o'clock. Also, to my other folks that have ever joined the stream, you know where to find the link to join tonight, the show prep channel and the Discord. So everybody that's coming to Huntsville, as far as the streamers and YouTubers and stuff, you're welcome to join the stream. Or if you're just in town, come on by. We'll be fine right here. So anyway, it's here. It's the weekend is here finally. Well, sort of.
Kind of. Not for all of us.
Not for all of us. Not for all of us. I got in yesterday about 7 o'clock, I think it was. So I've got issues in the dummy load. I don't know how much longer I'm going to tolerate the dummy load. It has
sometimes you just got to cut your losses and go.
it has popped breakers all day long, long, and I don't get it. I'm assuming it's probably the air conditioner, because when I cut the air conditioner off, it stopped running, or it stopped popping breakers. But it should be designed to handle that. I don't know what amperage the breakers are or anything like that, but I'm thinking what I may do is go by Walmart and get an extension cord and plug it directly into the post outside, bypass the camper's electrical system to keep that thing cool, because it is hot and humid down here. Get ready.
Yeah.
It might be an older unit that don't have a soft start on it too, and that can be popping it.
That's a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how the finances handle things, and I might make a change before Orlando next year. So, and pop-up was a great start, but I really want something I don't have to crank up. Call me lazy. I don't care.
No, I mean, think about what KMRD has, that little teardrop thing. I mean, he's making it work for two. So. Yeah, I want something I want to stand up in, but I mean, I get it, so, but it's, you gotta do what you got to do, but yeah, so I'm sure you can make a little bit of profit if you sell it and, find somebody that wants it, and, you've done some repairs and upgrades on it, and, make a deposit on another one of some sort. You can find some other good used ones out there, especially probably this time of year when either someone's looking to upgrade or Hamcation would not be a little premature, but you might find some winter deals where they're trying to sell some spring campers too. That would be newer, but you just go, you don't have to go 30-footer, so.
Don't Marvin, be careful. He might not be bringing that home from Huntsville. He's got a place he deals with down there that, if you remember, they brought him a trailer up to Monticello.
That's true.
They did. I financially, I'm not in a position to do it right now. Trust me, over the past 24 hours, I have really thought about driving down there and looking, but I've got to clear off a little debt before I can do that, or this channel's got to pick up some stuff. Speaking of picking up, don't forget tonight, guys, channel donations and super chats are available. Next to the chat box, you will see a flashing $sign. Everything you give certainly goes to help out the channel and help with these travels, and maybe help me get a better camper at some point. I don't know, but
Hillbilly Dave is going to do a matching fund.
With Marvin's wallet.
Sorry, Dave. I threw you under the bus. I couldn't help on that.
Marvin don't realize that I've already hacked his bank account. So yeah, we can do it.
You didn't buy much, did you? You know,
No,
it wasn't really so much about the money this year as it was so much of my time off from work, being able to really take the time off and go, because I was kind of limited on all my vacation I used in June and July already on starting a new job, and it was 6 months ago, and so I just didn't really have a lot of extra vacation to take. Not that I didn't want to come down, but I just didn't have a lot of extra vacation time so far. Being 6 months into a new job, it makes it tough. So,
Hey, Josh, David Pearson's got comment for you.
yeah, I just seen that pop in. You don't need a new camper. Mod your current camper. Smart start, solar system, battery upgrade, etc. Yes, but after I do all that, and considering all the money I've already thrown at it, I don't think it's a wise decision. That camper's old anyway. It's a 98, so
yeah, it's got a few years on it. So we
got some business to take care of here.
It's going to say that.
I don't have the new clip, so y'all have to put up with the old one.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Frank is on the board for the week. He is the leader now. $2.
It's good to see Frank
Do
back.
it now.
Do it. Do it now.
I
Get
like
to the
it.
chopper.
That's funny, Frank. That's pretty good. I like this one. There you go.
It's going to take a lot more than $2 to do it, though.
Right. Hey, you all got to start somewhere.
Hey, yep. I'd be like, let's go. We'll stop the stream. I'll go down to the dealership right now. If it was $2.
I think Josh should do a supermarket sweep ham radio style while he's at GigaParts. Do a shopping spree.
The thing with supermarket sweep is they didn't actually have to pay at the end. Do I still have to pay? Because there's a lot of stuff back here that I have my eye on.
Exactly. Oh, yeah,
sure.
no doubt. So,
Oh, come on, Josh. It's only money.
I've already dropped about 500 in this place today, so.
oh, my.
Yep, we have an official camper radio now. I bought a power supply, mag mount antenna, and 2930 ICOM 2930, the black edition too.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm tired of burning my batteries in my HT down when I'm camping. So I figured get a little small, cheap-ish rig for the camper.
You just did like a little mag mount type of thing then?
Yeah, little mag mount. Nothing too crazy. It just to do what it needs to do. And yeah, Pota Power says, great radio. Absolutely, it is a great radio. So far, what I have played with it, I have been really, really happy with it. And I love that black screen. That black screen just looks great. Let's see here. Dave in Temecula, California says, I miss Las Vegas GigaParts. I actually talked to Robbie about Las Vegas GigaParts in Dayton this year, and they're still working on it. So
I think they lost that space out there, didn't they?
They did. They're trying to find something usable, something to fit their needs out there. I mean, when I look around at this space here, I mean, an old Circuit City could work. An old Office Depot could work. You know, so that's about the size of the store. So,
Yeah.
They'll just keep working at it. Real estate's expensive out in
I was just going to say that too. Yeah. It's not cheap to have real estate out there. So,
No, not
anything
at all.
retail is you're gonna pay the price out there. You got to pay the piper out there.
Absolutely.
So, for sure.
Well, anyway, Frank says we still have Office Depot for the most part. Yeah, Office Depot's still around. But, I mean, stores like that are going to the wayside because of Amazon. They really are, like,
Yeah.
office supply stuff. I mean,
You know why? You know why Office Depot's going away? It has nothing to do with Amazon. It has to
What's
do with
that?
their service.
oh, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Go into that store and try to get somebody that works there. The person
Yeah.
behind the register will not leave that register, period.
Right.
The ones working behind the copy counter, even though they're not all supposed to be behind the copy counter, they just stay back there talking, even when you walk up to the copy counter.
Huh.
Yep. JD says he's hoping to pick up a ICOM 2730 there on Saturday. Well, you don't have to wait. You can always go. You can always go to GigaParts.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV and order it now. You get double rewards points, and you can stop by the store and pick it up. There's a store pickup option there, so you can go right at it. Prep Ham Paul says the old Fry's building here in North Texas would be great for GigaParts. I've never been in a Fry's. I've seen pictures. I think you're
They're
probably right.
massive.
Yeah, they're big.
Fry's Electronics. I loved Fry's Electronics. It had the only thing it didn't have in there was radio.
Right.
Now it had shortwave type radios, but it didn't have CBs, ham radio, or anything. But it had everything else under the sun in Fry's Electronics.
Yeah. Well, speaking of electronics, just looked up that ICOM 2730, and you can get it for an easy low price of just $369 or 95 cents.
Yeah, the price has gone up on them.
Yeah, it's gone up a little bit. So
I don't find
that's the black edition. It's not. Yeah, that's reasonable. I find that's pretty good. So
for that
That's
particular
fair.
radio, I think it is.
But that doesn't have does that have APRS? I just don't know enough about. No, I don't think so.
It is analog.
Analog only.
Analog
Okay.
2 meter 440. That's it.
Gotcha. Yep, basic radio. But I believe you can actually do your satellites with that one. Am I
I
wrong?
want to say I've heard that too.
Oh, that's what Rob uses in his chest pack. Was
Okay.
a 2730.
Yeah. It's a VHF, or UHF simultaneous receive capability, as well as VHF, UHF receive. So yeah, there it is right there. So yeah, it's a great little radio. I know for that purpose, it's a lot of people use it. I thought so.
Yeah. Eventually, I don't want that radio to stay out in the camper all the time. I've been looking at Jason's man pack, and I may try to build one of those. I'm not proficient in batteries at all, so I've kind of got a little bit of a learning curve on that before I bark up that tree.
You're going to build it like his, that you're going to have to get an armor lock cage for it. So that's the way he did his.
Well, I need to go back and look at that. I don't even remember what radio he had in that last night. It was a Yaesu, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Well, two things. One, I'll bring this up real quick, and I'll come back to the other one. Giving away 2730 next month, Prep Pam Paul. Very cool. So
I'm going to win
watch
it.
this. Yeah, exactly. You go in that one. And I want to give a good shout out to What's Up with Six, Vern Six.
Hey,
Burn
not-
6!
Absolutely.
All right.
So, howdy, boys. I was talking to him earlier this evening on the phone, and I said I'm co-host on here, and then he goes, all right, well, cool, So, thanks for joining it tonight, Vern. Appreciate it. So,
What I want to know is why are there so many people still up on the mountain and not down here sitting in this chair? I don't know.
I see Andy Callie on the show here. Good to welcome Andy there. Good to see you, brother. So,
Oh, speaking of Andy Callie, I don't know why I thought of Andy Callie or why I thought that made me think of this, but Pepe is in the house. I have already had a Pepe sighting. He's
okay.
He's doing a presentation at 4 Days in August.
yep.
Nice.
Yep. I went to one presentation this morning. Dealer Dave did an excellent presentation, not only about mesh-tastic, but RF safety. And when I say RF safety, I'm not talking about getting burned. What I'm talking about is skimmers, flock cameras, that kind of stuff, like RF
interesting.
privacy. It was really good. He asked me to film it.
I forget what it's called, but I want Lowboy's device.
Yeah, he featured that this morning. Let's see if I can let that microphone.
That
speak like
and the Hellhound. I want those 2 devices.
Yeah, and he featured both of those this morning. It is
Really?
filmed. It is filmed, and I will be uploading it. It'll release tomorrow. So,
We're gonna
Frank,
put that on. Is that going to the internet radio channel, or we're gonna just? Or you got a video?
it's a good question. I haven't thought that through.
Okay.
I may run it as a special edition one week or something like that.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
Frank says, "Well, those can burn you too." Yes, they can. Pota Power says they have lightning in the panhandle.
We'll just outrun it, Vaughn.
Yep. Not to be confused with lightning. Don't Google that, please. Anyway, that was excellent. And then there was I was too busy editing. I wasn't watching very closely, but there was another presentation. I think it was like Go Kits or something like that. It sounded really good. Brian, KJ5MLL says, what antenna are you running with that kind of radio? Nothing expensive. A $44 Intellatron mag mount. And it seems to be doing just fine. Nothing wrong with that.
You put a meter on it yet?
Yeah, it's good.
What's good?
SWR.
What is it? It's almost like he's afraid to say what it is.
No. 1.3 to 1.
That's not bad.
Nope.
Oh, that wasn't bad. I want to say a quick shout out to, if I can get it.
I've seen it too. Go for it.
Good evening. It's Andy, W8DMT. He's actually the co-host of the Ham Radio Guy podcast now. So good evening, Andy. Thanks for joining us. So,
Don't you think you need to rename that now? It should be Ham Radio Guys.
The Ham Radio Guys podcast. Yeah. I don't know. I have to figure out how to do that. I don't know. I don't really want to change the branding of it, but I know I've thought about it. It's crossed my mind, but it's like I've got such a great logo and I really enjoy it. And it's like, oh man, what do I do? So
just throw it in GPT and tell it to add an S.
It's the Nyan box. David Pearson just posted it in there.
Yeah, there you go.
That was it.
I heard he had a video. I haven't watched Josh's video on it yet, but I'm already in that world and watching those guys. And that Nyan box, I definitely want that Nyan box. I want to get me another Wi-Fi Pineapple too, but that can get me in trouble.
Frank has it here. International Go boxes this morning was Zach K4 ZSR. I hate the word Z, but it is what it is. And it was good. Not only was he talking about Go boxes, but the international part was maybe you're going for an international trip or something. How do you, how do you get a call sign? How do you operate legally in another country? Spirited Ham, the Comet CA2XSR dual band antenna works awesome with that radio. I actually have that antenna on my truck. And Seth, KW9RAS, good evening from Central Indiana.
Frank Bott's at it. Thanks, Frank. And yes, Tim, you're right. That's why I don't have a Wi-Fi Pineapple right now. The last one I had, a part in it broke that I can't replace. So the whole reason I haven't replaced it is because they are expensive. But it sure is nice to go to a tech conference and have a Wi-Fi Pineapple and see how many supposed tech security guys actually just automatically connect to your Wi-Fi.
Right. That'd be kind of cool. I just pulled that device up and it's $220. So for the Nyan complete kit.
Yep. So the Nyan box is the Hellhound. You can get it built or get it as a kit, and that's HALE Hound. But that's another one that does something that's similar to the Nyan box.
Yeah, I've got to read up on these. I've not seen these before. These are new to me, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. There's a lot of stuff that some people probably don't think you should be able to do with it. That's just like a lot of people don't realize how many feds actually you're running around DEF CON.
Oh, yeah. Oh, some of the stories Dave told this morning, just crazy. crazy what
Wow.
people are doing.
Yeah, it
Well,
looks like
you
there's-
heard about the one on the Delta flight, right?
He told that story too. Yep.
Was that just recent?
It just happened right after DEF CON. This last
Okay.
DEF CON 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? I heard some. I heard about it briefly, but then I went to go back and try and find the story because
Spoofing Wi-Fi's
they're spoofing Wi-Fi's. Yeah,
on
So.
Deltas and acting like he was a Delta Wi-Fi.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. He basically hacked into the Delta Wi-Fi, kicked everybody off of it, launched a new network that was Delta Wi-Fi Fast, I think is what it was called, and everybody joined it, and boom, he had all their information.
Wow.
Yep. Not an endorsement.
No, but I happened to see just the story briefly somewhere, and then I was like, all right, I'll go back and catch that later, and I don't know where that source was, and it was like, crap, I can't find it again, and all I knew was like Wi-Fi plane, and I didn't know what company, it was American, United, Southwest, Delta. I didn't know what it was either. So, but it's interesting though. So did the guy get in trouble?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they caught him.
Yeah. So
You could say he got in trouble, all right.
yeah. So I mean, they can. I suppose those devices can get you in trouble pretty quick.
Frank-
So
Frank just dropped the link for the Hellhounds as well.
Thanks.
Hey, that looks like a gray man Poda back there.
Hey,
hey, who was that guy?
what exciting.
Hey, that looks like PRK Radio.
Where?
What's going on, Jimmy?
What's up, Dave?
Not
very
much.
good.
Awesome. I'll let you guys get back to it. We just figured we'd photobomb.
Come back and sit down. That's why there's a second seat.
Nice.
I didn't even notice. I have to re-render. I was slightly distracted. I have to re-render the video from Dave's presentation this morning because it failed.
Oh no.
Way to go, Adobe.
No, that's Adobe for you.
Yep.
That's why I don't pay for Adobe.
Neither do I. All right. Let that start rendering. All right. I guess the big story of the week. I don't know of any other real news. Well, actually, there is real news. Let's talk about North Georgia GMRS again. Have you guys heard the update on that?
That
Sounds like
by October 1st, they will have all their links taken down.
They have
When are they going
already-
to take all the repeaters down?
I don't know about taking them down, but they are all unlinked now. Yesterday, no, not yesterday. Day before yesterday. From what Jason has told me, day before yesterday, all the links were shut off. The repeaters are still up, but they just operate like a normal repeater.
repeater now.
I'm
Yeah.
just going on what they had replied to the FCC. They had said they would have them all in link by October 1st in the reply.
Right. That's what
They still
Netcom.
think they still think they're right, but we just can't afford to fight it.
Did you read the Netcom article on that, Dave? Is that where you're getting that from?
No, I was doing some
No.
research on the FCC and
Okay.
all that other stuff.
This was an interesting. This is the same question that I had whenever I saw this. I wonder how many will want a refund of lifetime fees. Not only lifetime fees, but if you paid for a membership for a linked system, or earlier this year, you can't use it anymore. So
Did they put a clause at the bottom of their deal that covers them on that?
that's a good question.
I'd like
I don't know.
to see what they put in that, because if they put a clause in there that says that even if the repeaters come unlinked, you're still that they don't have to repay. There's not a whole lot. I mean, if you get enough of them and you got somebody that's got some money, they could probably go to court and fight it. But if there's a clause in that, if they sign anything with a clause in it, they might be out of luck.
Yeah, you're gonna be SOL up the creek for that battle for sure. So, yeah, and it looks like the fine was. Natcom said they were wanting everything unlinked by October 1st. That's what they were kind of pushing. That's what he was pushing for. But if you say they're already unlinked, I'm guessing FC said that ain't gonna fly. You need to do something quicker than that. And then I thought I saw somewhere where they were being fined a dollar amount too, but I don't recall offhand what that was. So
Exactly. And Paul said if they put that clause in, they knew they weren't supposed to link all of them. The thing is, Paul, on that's why I say if somebody's got the money to get a lawyer, they could probably beat it just because of that, because the law states, the FCC regulations state that you're not supposed to be linking them. But it's going to take somebody that's got some money to be able to afford the lawyer to take it to court.
Yeah. Yep. And that's going to be a very, very expensive case. You're going against the federal government. So somebody's
No.
Get paid.
We're talking about them going after GMRS to get their money. North Georgia GMRS to get their money back.
The users going, or the members going back.
It's still going to take somebody that's got some money to pay for the lawyer to do it, because it's going to take a good lawyer to get it done. And David, yes, this is the North Georgia GMRS system.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Frank says, as of August 10th, there were no fines issued yet. I guess if they're going to come into compliance, they won't get fined. I guess.
Okay. For some reason I thought I saw where they had been.
Because usually they don't. FCC, even in the other stuff, the FCC, if you come into compliance, ham radio, CB radio, they don't normally fine. It's when you don't come into compliance, then they put the fines out. And then depending on how severe it is, then that's when they decide if they're going to refer it to the DOJ to see if they can put some teeth behind it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I mean, think about it. The life membership to North Georgia GMRS was what, $1,900?
Something like that, yeah.
There's no win there. Like you're going to pay more than that in attorney fee probably.
And I agree, Paul. They could just file bankruptcy, but at the same time, I can't remember the guy's name that owned Hobbit Communication. You could destroy his business at the same time. He's the one. Everything that he had on North Georgia GMRS, all tied back to Hobbit Communications.
Yep.
I think they can also still argue that we may not have linked repeaters, but we still have to maintain those repeaters because they're still ours, and so we need to. You are not allowed
to pay for or charge for GMRS. That is a free and open service, so they can't just lock down a GMR. It works a little different, even though you're not really supposed to, and they don't do it anymore in ham radio. Because back in the day when I first got my license, they did do that with CTCS tones. But you couldn't necessarily get the tones back then. Now, I can take this Chinese radio right here, and I can find the tone for a repeater. Not a problem. So it's kind of hard to do that. But no, GMRS is supposed to stay a free and open radio system, period. So they can't even charge for the GMRS repeaters. You put a repeater up in GMRS, you're doing that on your own.
No, what I'm saying though is that they have already paid their fees. They could argue that you paid those fees based on keeping the repeater system up and running. You didn't necessarily charge a fee for GMRS. You just paid a fee to help keep the repeater fund up. You can't even charge for that. That's what I'm saying, Marvin. Everything that they charge for it, and they're claiming they're a non-profit. Right.
When you sit and figure out how many supposed members, and they assign them a tactical call sign, when you see how many members they've got, he's made well over $100,000 every year.
Yes.
Wow.
And he ain't paying that much in maintenance, I can promise you that. Or tower rent, for that matter.
Yeah. So...
But I'm glad it's shut down. I mean, and I'm kind of like Freddie Mac. I'm a little torn. You want to link two of the bottom frequencies of the repeater frequencies, maybe, but they linked all 8 of them. There's only 8 pairs.
There's only 8 pairs, right?
Yep.
I don't know, I'm just trying to think if there's a way out of them to say, well, you're paying for club membership or something. I don't know. So
well, like Paul said, I mean, it doesn't come down to it. It's going to take to even fight them. It's going to take somebody that's got some money to get a good lawyer. And I know Mark had put in there, Boondock Echo had put in there small claims time 1,000, which I guess they could. The some of them could do small claims, but even in small claims, it's going to be hard to beat that.
Right. No, there's no doubt.
A lot of it's going to depend on if they signed anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have paid $1,800 to use a repeater system anyways, especially a GMRS repeater system.
Right. Not when you can do a ham radio for free.
And I think one of the worst parts about theirs is it went all the way from somewhere down into Central Florida all the way up into Tennessee.
Yeah. Ocala. Gray Man's over here trying to break stuff.
If you drop it, you break it, you pay for it.
That's right.
Hey,
Break
Levi.
it, you buy it.
But I also hear
He said he's putting it on the HamShackTV credit card.
I also hear, though, that there is a linked repeater system. You don't hear we talk about it, but supposedly there's one that goes from over into Louisiana down into across the coast to Florida.
I've heard that too.
Really?
And then Frank was talking about there's some NorCal ones that are the same way. So this might just be the start. I mean, because they had somebody monitoring North Georgia GMRS since February, according to the FCC. I mean, they've only got so many agents and so much stuff they can do. This might just be the start. They might start going after all of them if they're being reported.
Right. If
Well,
they know about them, yeah.
And I continuously, with the last two videos that I made about the GMRS thing, I continuously get, I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it like it is, these idiot asshats that want to say, oh, you don't have, the rules don't matter, Yeah, I beg to differ.
I beg to differ, exactly.
Well, the guy that runs the net for them on North Georgia GMRS, it's not Gary. It must be his best friend or something, because he speaks for Gary all the time. He even said, no, they're wrong. What they did is wrong. They can't just change the rules. Actually, Congress gave FCC the authority to be able to write the rules and change the rules. That's already been done by Congress. And then, Cam, I have to agree with you. The members, but you got to remember, a lot of these guys in GMRS, they might not know all the FCC rules. They got their license. A lot of these guys are overlanders and stuff like this. Because after they started going down, I started watching a few of their streams to watch the chat. There were actually a lot of questions about, is this really the truth, or these aren't supposed to be linked? So there could be a lot of members that didn't know that part about GMRS, because there is nothing they have to study for GMRS to get their license. They pay their $35. FCC sends them a call sign.
That's right.
So, but a lot of those members in that club are ham radio operators and have their ham license, because when they first got hit, they took the North Georgia GMRS stuff down, and the very next week they did their net on the amateur radio linked repeaters they've got. So yes, a majority of those, yes, they were just as guilty as North Georgia, as Gary and the people running North Georgia GMRS, knowing they weren't supposed to be linked. But I can't say all of them, because some of those guys might not know all the laws on that.
So I will say this, and it's an interesting point. But you all remember Tim Berry, a good friend of mine that owns all these repeaters in East Tennessee. Not only that, but he holds various commercial radio licenses, GMRS, and all that. He's very particular about the rules that he enforces on his repeaters. And the reason he is because not only does anything that happens with his ham radio license affect his ham radio license, but it can also affect his GMRS license, but even worse than that, his commercial license, which is his livelihood. So just because you're making an offense on one radio service doesn't mean that you're not going to have consequences in other places as well.
Yep. Yeah, that's the same way. And I mean, people talking about the linked repeater systems, I saw a bunch of comments saying, well, then amateur radio should be allowed to link. Well,
we are.
We've got 17, my club's got 17 repeaters that are linked at all times.
Wow.
It's the Southwest Missouri linked repeater system. We go from Joplin, actually over in Oklahoma and Kansas, almost to St. Louis across the southern part of the state.
Hmm.
But
Well-
ours is also used for backup for the Skywarn system. Our repeaters are open. Part of how we pay, we've got over our club, I think we've got over 28 repeaters that our club has throughout the state. Our Hamfest, our profits from our Hamfest is what pays for our repeater system.
That's pretty cool. That's kind of like M-Tiers. I mean, they've got, what, 15, 20 different repeaters across Tennessee, Josh?
No, no. It's a lot more than 15, 20. It's more.
I don't know.
It's
I
more
can't
like
remember.
somewhere between 50 and 75. But
M-Tiers?
for M tiers, they don't own all of them though. I don't know if M tiers owns any of them. To be honest with you, they're all owned by various repeater owners.
Well, that's why I say I think as a club we own 28 repeaters. Now we do have some guys that are part of our SMLRS linked repeater system. We don't actually own those repeaters, but because they're part of it, we do help them with upkeep on their repeaters.
It looks like there's 35, as though I just counted. So
Is that all there is?
yeah, just 35. I didn't think it was quite 50, but
That map is, when you look at the map that has them plotted out, it's overwhelming. That's probably why I thought that. It was
Yeah.
that many. But still,
Carla and the Papa systems out in California. Yeah, know
I
what
feel
he's
like they've
talking
added
about.
a few since I've left. So, yeah, maybe so.
But yeah, repeaters are not cheap to keep up.
no.
When you've got
No.
tower rent, I mean, we've got to replace, do some coax work, and hopefully our antenna's not bad on one of those sites that it is just a water tower. We got to pay $1,500 for the climber just to go up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm a repeater owner myself, and it's like I know the price of what I paid for it. What I paid to get the tower up, and what I need to do for upkeep, and some upgrades I want to do to it, and it's like, yeah, it just never stops. So, some battery backup, etc. So, yeah, quite interesting. I want to change gears for just a second. I want to go back to a message I saw a little bit ago before I miss it any further. It goes down in the lost messages. The Christopher Docroni. Just to get you guys up to date, and this is from last year. I think when during the live stream, it was either Christmas time or it must have been. I think it was Christmas time when you gave away the radio, the Intellatron 17-foot whip. I went on your live stream. Josh Marvin, along with the desktop mat, is doing Yeoman service as my primary POTA antenna. So
Nice.
very cool. Glad you're enjoying it. So thank you for the update, and glad it's you're making it useful and it's going well for you. So glad to hear it. Thank you for the update. That's very cool. So
That is really good. And I just saw the mat that it's back here. They've got plenty of them. I love mine. It's just a gigantic mouse pad, and it works great. But I'm glad to hear about that mast. That's really good news. They've got quite a selection of, a few items as far as masts go. You've got the I think it's the POTA 20, the Explorer carbon fiber deal, and a small tripod mount. The repeater
Tim.
is the cheap part. Yes.
you got that right.
No.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
is, you are right.
Yeah. I mean, Yaesu
Well, not
has
only
some
do you
really
have-
good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, not only do you have tower rent, but you have, in some cases, you have electricity to pay for, and you have internet, especially if you're
Yeah.
doing a Link or Echo Link or All Star or something like that.
Yeah, so I've got my repeater. I mean, I paid a decent amount for that through Yaesu, which was really cool. They offer some special deals throughout the different times of the year for cheaper discounted repeaters, and it's a Yaesu System Fusion DR2X whatever. But I've got it hooked up to internet. I've got it statewide connected. I've got the power to it. I've got battery backup to it and all that. So it's one of those things that I mean, the time I paid to get somebody on the tower, and the nice thing is I had an antenna donated to me, which if I had to go pay for the antenna, it was $1,500 for that. And like, yeah, I would have been. That was huge. So it's definitely the repeater was the cheap part of the whole deal for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's see. What else is there to talk about?
Let's talk about our. I guess we'll just do a brief moment on it. Is that the HamShack app has been released to the App Store? We are truly hoping it'd be out by now, but we've.
Let me
asked
clarify
Apple
that.
about it.
We have released it to the App Store. Apple
Yes.
has not yet.
Yes. So we've released it to the App Store. We haven't got it. Actually, Apple hasn't released it exactly. But still continue to do some upgrades in the back end on it. Once we get approval, we'll send out another update to it. But in the meantime, doing some other testing and whatnot. So we're looking forward to come out. Hopefully, you can catch all the latest episodes of everything on the HamShack app when when it gets released, and we'll certainly make an announcement about that when it happens. But we're disappointed it's not out yet ourselves. So we are itching at the bit to every day on the edge of our seats, going like, "Is it out yet? Is it out yet?" And we're literally texting back and forth. Did you get a message yet? Nope, I haven't got a message yet either. So it's like, come on.
The hope was for it to be out before the Huntsville Hamfest, or at least during the Huntsville Hamfest. So we've still got time, but
Fingers crossed.
yeah, just we're not quite there yet. Okay, David Pearson, which is a great NASCAR driver, I might add, says, "What is the HamShack app? Tell us more about it." All right, so there are a lot of people watching. Let me briefly go over.
Watching, yeah.
Let me briefly go over this. It's a great opportunity to present this, but I have launched a radio station, an internet radio station. It broadcasts 24/7 right on the internet, and I'm going to share my screen here. If you go to HamShackTV.com, let's see here. I've got to add it to the mix here. There we go. Come on. That's not what I want. I want that. There we go. So go to HamShackTV.com. This is the all-new HamShack TV website. You can see introducing HamShack Radio. Right now we have syndication agreements with Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, Marvin, of course, this show, World Radio League, and also Ham Radio Clubhouse. So not only that, we also have AWRL News with John Ross. We have Amateur Radio Newsline. Eventually, we will be also carrying This Week in Amateur Radio whenever that hiatus is over. So this is basically this radio station replays the live streams for all these people, and the vision is that this plays in somebody's shack, or you can listen to it in a car driving down the road, or you can listen to it sitting there working throughout the day, something like that. But you see, this is just a little infographic about it, and if you scroll down, right here is the radio player right now. And right now it's Andy's show playing. Speaking of Andy, I don't know where Andy is. But anyway, the app is just basically going to be an app form version of the radio station. We've also added a few extra features. There's propagation data. Marvin is currently working on a band plan. I don't know if we're there yet, but the band plan will eventually show.
It will. I'm not quite. It's not quite where I want it to be. I'm still trying to figure it out. What I want the design and layout to be. I'm playing with that, but it's coming along. Hopefully maybe I'll work on it again early next week, or maybe later this weekend or something. We'll see what it looks like. But it's a lot of other additional features we're going to plan on having throughout down the road. It's got a light mode, a dark mode, things like that you can play with as well. So. We're trying to make it ham friendly and a tool for your toolbox, basically. That way you can access different things when you need it, and maybe even something like maybe you can pull up, have your GPS turned on, and tell you what your grid square is currently if you're out doing POTA or something. So things like that we hope to have in there just as kind of a toolbox for you.
Have you tested it with Apple CarPlay?
I think we're going to have to wait until it gets released for that, because I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that in the developer tool, and it's not there. So once we get it, it works with my car. In a sense, it works with my CarPlay. Like, I don't have an app. Like, if you're on the home screen on Apple CarPlay, there's no app that shows up.
Right.
But if I start playing it on my phone, it will continue to play through Apple CarPlay, and it will show the thumbnail art, the titles, all that stuff. Just like if it were in the CarPlay, shouldn't be too hard of an integration, but we definitely want that. And then the next phase after we get the Apple version out will be the Android version. And Marvin, that's one thing that's driving Marvin crazy about Apple dragging their feet, because he's chomping at the bit to dive into that Google side of things.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a challenge, and I know I've got a couple people reached out and said, hey, if you have some questions or need some help, let us know. But we've definitely got some beta testers out there, but yeah, we'll get there. I'd like to make sure get one thing out first, make sure it's working, it's got approval, get a few other features integrated.
There's nothing to test, Marvin.
Well, not yet, but we will. We'll get
David's
there.
David's asking what your programming stack is.
Secret.
I told you I'd have to kill you. No, I'm kidding. Actually, a lot of Xcode and Swift for Mac, and I'm not sure how we're going to do. It looks like I can use Swift to integrate into Android as well, so I'll probably look at that. But if you have another better suggestion for the Android side, let me know. I'm willing to be open for it and figure it out, because that is something I will not know anything about. So I'll be doing that from blindside for sure. It'll definitely have to use some AI probably to help me with some code on that one, because I do not know what I'm doing.
I have had several folks reach out about beta testing the Apple version. I think we are done with beta for now. So
we'll never be done with beta.
Well,
no, it's true.
Initial beta testing. So those of you that have reached out, thank you. I think we're okay now. Android users, go ahead and stay tuned. If you were interested in beta testing, we would love your help, because I'm not an Android guy. That guy's not an Android guy. This guy is. So he'll be testing. So that's that. I don't know if Jason C++ would be QT. You are way over my pay grade.
C++. I went to college back in 1996 and took a C++ course back then. So
Tank Radio would be all happy with David.
I think I got like a D in the course back then. So I'm not sure about C++ is my strong suit.
It's still used. It's still heavily used.
I know it's still used. This is maybe just not my.
I'm not a C++ fan though.
No, I'm not either. So that's
Chris is one of our beta testers and says it works great.
Good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's what we like to hear. This is something that I'm super excited about, because no one's done this before. I did find that there was actually a Ham Shack radio before, and I never found it until now, but it's no longer in existence. It was a group of folks in South Africa that did something. But they went defunct about 3 years ago. So I think we're totally in the clear there.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know if Jason is going to make it. We're coming up into the second hour, so let me go ahead and promote this a little bit. If I can find my graphic. Where did it go? It's disappeared. Hang on, I'll get it. So tomorrow night, the whole reason that we are here on Wednesday is tomorrow night there is a special event right over there in the Sony Creative Lounge. And good Lord, you tell me Facebook isn't listening to you, because as soon as I opened Facebook, it came right to the advertisement. Oh, Lord have mercy. The steaks just got a little bit sweeter for tomorrow night. Let me do the share screen here.
Please share.
Only if you're there, though.
Only if you were here. That is right. Share this tab instead. Now open. Still working with new software, folks, so bear with us. Tomorrow night, right here at GigaParts, over in the Sony Creative Lounge, which is to my left, about 100 feet or so, Jason is doing a dinner and a live stream. So it will feature Temporary Offline. It'll feature Smart Jason, as well as Tank Radio. You can win an ICOM 7300. Doesn't say Mark II. It's just a 7300. Matter of fact, just to be honest with you, there's no 7300 Mark II on display here. So I don't know if they don't have them in stock or what, but anyway, the door prize is going to be an ICOM 7300, which is a fantastic radio. I operated one for quite some time. Dinner is included. There'll be a live stream broadcast, a meet and greet, other door prizes and giveaways. Tomorrow night, I think it's at 6 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. This is in the way. Doors open at 5:30. Dinner is at 6. Live stream from 6:30 to 7:30. So there are only 100 tickets available. It is a hard cap at 100 tickets. I'll switch to this screen here. And frankly, I'm going to be honest with you, it ain't cheap. It's not going to be cheap, but it's definitely going to be worth the money and the fun.
What is the price to get in?
Well, we're going to get to that right now.
Gotcha. Sorry.
General admission is $50 plus $4.50 sales tax, so $54.50, and then VIP seating, which is sold out for $75. That's a lot of money, but it's going to be a good time. I can guarantee you, between the food and the entertainment, you're going to get your money's worth. Menu tomorrow night is going to be choice of pulled pork barbecue or grilled chicken tenders, loaded baked potato salad, green beans, corn, and Italian pasta, or yeast rolls, dessert, banana pudding, or Oreo pudding. What is Oreo pudding spectacular?
Oreo pudding, yeah.
I don't know what that is. Drinks will be a sweet tea, unsweet tea, lemonade, or iced tea. So that's, again, that is capped off at 100 tickets. So if you haven't already bought your ticket, buy it, because you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. It's going to be a good time tomorrow night.
Wow. Now, did any of you guys see GigaParts advertising for some type of ambassador to help out maybe at the booth or something?
I haven't heard that.
Okay. I had a friend call me tonight and goes, "Hey, did you see the advertisement about GigaParts having a ham ambassador?" And it's like, I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know. He goes, "Yeah, I just saw it once somewhere, and I didn't know if you'd seen anything about it or not." So didn't know if they were looking for people at the booth or expecting big crowds or whatever. But I'm curious to see what Huntsville's numbers are going to be this year. You got the ARRL convention there this year as well. Just, I think, a lot of promotion around this, and events like Jason's dinner tomorrow night going on. The 4 days in August, and I think it's going to be a really good time. And I'm sure it's going to be big crowds, but they're usually right around. I thought they were right around that 4,000 to 5,000 mark usually for people. So I'm curious if that's going to be more significant this year or not. So.
I think it will be. We were all on Jason's live stream on Sunday night, and Steve Molo was on there, and but there's nothing there. If you're a vendor in Hopes, whether you're a flea market vendor or a commercial vendor, you're toast. There is nothing. It is completely sold out. Used to you could get a flea market space pretty easily. Flea market's been sold out since May. And the other part of it is that this is the ARRL National Convention.
Right. That's a big part of it.
That is a huge part of it. Matter of fact, Steve described it as you walk into the show floor, and if you don't see the ARRL booth, you need glasses or an eye exam or something, because it is huge. And if you've ever been to Dayton, you know that. You've seen the big ARRL booth. It takes up a ton of stuff.
Ton of space. For sure.
So, sounds like kids table just come on. They're broadcasting behind me. So, yep. Anyway. Let's see here. What else is going on here in Huntsville? 4 days in August continues tomorrow. Not quite sure all the activities are involved in that. So if you're around, come on up come on up and enjoy that. Friday is the POTA cookout. So you definitely want to be a part of that. I think
if you got signed up.
Yes, reservations are gone now.
He shut that down Tuesday night. There's 205 I think he was on All-Star today. He was saying 40 some people signed up for it. If you show up and there's food left over, they'll let you get some. But if you didn't sign up and you show up thinking you're going to get food, good possibility you might not with that many people showing up.
And those of you that have signed up through Kyle's link, you should have gotten another email yesterday from Kyle that has your new QR code in it, and it'll also have your group number. And your group number is what order you will be called up to get your food in. So kind of like a wedding service, or if you're boarding an airplane, you have different groups. It's the same thing.
And they're doing that to try to keep it organized and flowing.
Yes.
And there are going to be some VIP ones. He would not say what it was, but if you made a donation that hit a certain plateau, you were put into the VIP group, and they get to eat first. But he would not tell anybody what that amount
level was.
Guys, and definitely if you're going, kick in some donations, because whatever's paid above and beyond the cost of it, all Kyle does is try to recoup the cost, and the rest goes to Youth on the Air for ham radio. Used to go up to Steve Goodgame up at the AWRL, but he's back in the classroom.
Yep.
So they're looking at which way they're going to do it. But definitely, poor Kyle. Like he said today on All-Star, he goes, 125. He goes, I figured it was going to go up to 150 or so. That's still manageable. He said, but 240 plus people, this is getting insane. And this is all in a pavilion that seats 75.
Yeah, like what you'd have your kid's birthday party at the park. That's exactly.
My thing I was thinking about was like, okay, they're doing hamburgers, whatever, but it's like too bad they couldn't have done another thing like pulled pork or something and had somebody smoke things ahead of time.
There is somebody bringing pulled pork.
20 pounds of pulled pork, I hear.
Yep.
Okay.
And Frank's brought 7 pounds of his beans.
Wow.
They've got a pull behind barbecue that's showing up so they can cook on.
So they do have. So they had those black. Last I heard, Kyle was using like 3 Blackstones, but now
they're using the Blackstones. He actually was talking to a guy that has a pull behind barbecue that's going to bring for them to cook the burgers and stuff on. Good. They're still going to use the Blackstones. He's got 20 pounds of bacon to cook,
right? Plus
the onions and stuff to saute and all that. But guys, definitely go up. They call it the YouTubers lunch and cookout, but Kyle is the one that really puts
the effort
into organizing this. And so if you're there, definitely go up and thank Kyle for all the work he puts into it. I know. And if you're in the park, don't go up and tell him you're with the Ham Radio the YouTubers cookout, because they call them the Kansas City Mafia. They have donated the pavilion, paid the money for the pavilion, which gets 75 entrants into the park. So if you're not in the park, go up and tell them that the first 75 that come in will actually get free entry into the park. But also, guys, respect the park. They've gotten a lot. Kyle's worked out a lot of stuff for them to do things a little different. But
parking
there's
and everything else.
Ton of people. Well, they've got an overflow parking. I guess a soccer field that they're going to allow.
The soccer field they're going to put people in. Yeah.
If you're in the campground, do not drive over to the pavilion and park.
Nope.
No.
Ride your scooter, ride your bicycle, or walk.
Do not park in. Go over and park at the pavilion. Now, if you need to deliver stuff, drive over there with it. Go up and let Kyle know that you got stuff that you need help unloading. They'll get people out there to help you unload it, but then go back and park back in your campground.
Yep.
Guys, that many people, like Kyle said last night on the clubhouse, everybody needs to carpool.
Yeah, this has made Kyle maybe a little stressed and nervous about a few things. He's going to handle it just fine, but I know it's a lot more than he was anticipating, and the other thing is, if you can just help out, if there's trash on the ground, if there's trash that needs to be taken out, where can I get a trash bag to empty this out and put it over into the dumpster or over with the other bags or whatever? Just volunteer and help make everybody's life a little easier by doing something small along the way. and make it a little easier. I mean, they want to be able to do this year after year, but if it's a disaster, they're just going to say, "F it, I'm done." I was like, "This is not worth it. This is way too much."
And the park's not going to let them do it.
And the park's not going to let them do it.
Too.
Exactly. So that's picking up litter and all that's going to make a big difference.
Like, one of the things that was talked about in the clubhouse last night, guys, is there is a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit in that park.
Yes.
One of the rangers, and they do run radar in that park.
Yep.
If you come driving through with your ham call sign on your license plate, there's one of the rangers that knows exactly what that is and has access to QRZ, and also monitors 5.2 and 4.5. So, guys, follow the speed limit up there, and everything that Kyle's doing is awesome, and have a blast. I wish I was going to be there, but like he was talking about, don't worry about running up. If you didn't get signed up to volunteer and you want to volunteer, don't worry about running up asking Kyle, and I think he's going to appoint somebody to be kind of the director. But don't worry about running up to them. If you see something needs to be done, like Marvin said, if trash needs to be emptied, take care of it. Help them out. There's going to be a ton of people there, and there's a lot of cooking and stuff to go on, and Kyle puts a lot of work into it.
Yeah. And Kyle's a good cook. I mean, he does a great job. I mean, been down like
Kyle ain't doing the cooking.
Well, no, but
it's Noel and Emily that do the cooking.
Is that what? Well, I just know Kyle's done in the past, like when we were at Hamcation and stuff like that. And
he's a great cook, but he don't cook there.
He puts on a full spread for sure.
Well, I guess the night he was doing his stream, I don't know if it was Sunday night on Jason's or one of his streams, he was talking about needing volunteers to cook, to help cycle through the cooks.
Yeah.
And I guess Noel was watching that and told Joe, "Nope, that ain't happening. I'm cooking."
So, yeah.
But yeah, Huntsville, Noel and Emily both do the cooking at Huntsville.
Yeah.
Very good.
And that's I've been on this Hamfest tour thing for 2 years now, and that is one thing that I have learned. The food is phenomenal.
Right.
So come one, come all. If you got your tickets, all that good stuff, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. What else? Okay, so we got the POTA cookout. Oh yeah, there's going to be POTA, by the way. Nobody cares about the POTA when we're talking about food.
Well, you might be able to do POTA with 1,200 watts.
You will. Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. So Jason is going to have, I don't remember what kind of radio it is, but he's going to have his radio out with his amp. And yeah, you'll be able to do a POTA activation and knock out those 10 contacts real fast with that 1,200 watts.
Oh, yeah. I think they're using Hex Beam for that.
Yeah. Yep. Buddy Hex, I believe.
Yep. He did a video probably earlier this year on it, where he went out to the park and ran 1,200 watts on it and did the activation. It was cool.
That was after field day, so it wasn't that long ago.
Was that just after field day?
It was him, Tank Radio. There was multiple guys out there. Don was out there. And Don even took his Mercury Light out, but that 1,500 watt SPE, Don said there was no reason for me to run mine.
Yeah, I mean, I just, man, I tell you, it feels like it was forever ago, but I mean, summer is just flown by this year.
It was 13 colonies they did it for. And it was also POTA that day.
That's right, there it was. So thank you, Mike, for the reminder. So yeah, it just feels like it was forever ago, though. I don't know why. It just seemed like that was, I mean, summer's just flown by, though, this year. I can't believe we're moving into the fall here almost.
I ain't believing it. But you know what else it means? Football season's almost here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, Paul was there too because they were at Dinosaur Valley Park.
There we go. Yeah.
And Brian, yeah, I think Kyle's been stressing a little bit about that because this is going to be, I mean, 249 people. If they all show up, it's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah. That's going to take a little work. It's not something you're going to do by yourself. We need a team of people to make it happen. So everybody pitching in just makes it light work for everybody. And I think most of people will probably be pretty good about that sort of thing. But just kind of reiterating that and pressing that a little bit to make sure that people help out where they can. So the camper reservations are open for Hamcation. I just reserved a campsite. Wow, yeah. And I was, I went back right after Hamvention, and I looked at hotels, and like everyone was sold out for next year already. It was like a couple days afterwards, but I'm wondering if it was just showing sold out because they only did it maybe 9 months or something in advance, or 10 months in advance. And so maybe I can go back and look at hotels again now and date and see if they're open for next year or not. I haven't really checked, but makes me kind of think about it and wonder about it while I'm just sitting here. But yeah, I mean, if you can start getting those reservations in now for whether you're doing Huntsville next year or Hamcation or Dayton, whatever it might be, it's definitely a good idea to get those in when you can. So
There was a comment earlier. Let's see here.
your audio's a little low, Josh.
That's
Because
because
he's got the mic laying down.
I
there
laid
you
the
go.
mic down. I'm not double fist. I'm double handing here. Get your hiney down here, Dave.
He's still on the mountain.
I was afraid of that. That's all right. You can join remote if you got the good enough Starlink. Where's that comment? Somebody mentioned. Oh yeah, David Pearson said, "Oh, the park campsites were sold out 3 months ago." No, they were sold out a year ago. If you want to be at Monte Sano and camp out, you have to reserve a year in advance.
Yeah, but I'm kind of shocked you were able to reserve because I've been told by everybody that you can't reserve until you're checking out.
I don't know. The rule is it's supposed to be a calendar year, and the website will not let you reserve for the whole thing. But the camp office thing they did. They let me go ahead and do it, and they've let Jason do it and several others do it. So, yeah, it's not equal.
So in other
opportunity.
words, us that weren't down there, we can forget about it. We won't get a campsite.
Depends on if somebody doesn't renew. If somebody decides not to renew, David Pearson also says, I expect to see you at Hamcation. Yes, I am going back to Hamcation. I need to rebook my campsite. I have not done that yet. I've not booked for Dayton or Orlando yet.
Well, Dayton campsite, you got to get on a waiting list.
Well, I'm talking about Caesar Ford, where I was this year. Yeah, I'm not even going to try, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to try to go to Hamvention, or at least camp at Hamvention anyway. It's not worth it. Levi, speaking of Levi,
He's on the mountain. He just got there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You can reserve in person 1 year out. If you're an Alabama resident, you can book online. Interesting. Well, well.
Oh yeah, Alabama residents they actually get priority.
As they should. I mean, their tax dollars is going to support it. So I can agree with that. But anyway, okay. So we went through all the Friday stuff. Saturday, and then Friday at some point, we've got to go down to Von Braun and get our badges, the YouTube folks. So Saturday show opens. I don't remember what time the show opens.
Is it 9 a.m.?
Might be. It's either 8 or 9. I think you're right. I think it is 9.
It's 9.
So
That's what it's always been in the past.
it's a huge, and I can't even wrap my mind around how huge this thing is going to be this year, based off of the schematic, the floor plans that I've seen. They've got one extra aisle of commercial vendors, and
Wow.
all the aisles for the flea market have been slimmed. So I am afraid we're going to be climbing over each other.
Did they open up more of the room though? Because I mean, they only usually open like maybe half of it, of that whole convention center. Are they opening up more of it?
Every year I've been, it's been the whole convention center opened
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Or the whole South Hall, I should say.
The South Hall. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know if they were opening up North Hall too and using part of that or not.
No, they haven't. They haven't done it. Bricker House has a conflict. Who do you watch now? You watch Hamshack TV. You don't watch the kids' table. I mean, Brian's over just grinning.
Exactly.
Oh, let's see here. Jason Lockwood's in the house. Hey, Jason, good to see you, buddy. David Pearson asked, will you be live at the Huntsville Hamfest? Probably not. Josh, Cal6 and AZ, Ham Radio Crash Course, he will typically live stream from the show. He also has multiple internet sources, and internet sucks in Von Braun. So I won't attempt a live stream.
It sucks at Dayton too, and Paul's got it figured out where his work's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just booked my hotel for Dayton next year, so that's confirmed.
Book it. I'm surprised you're not in the RV world, to be honest with you.
I just never. I mean, I could. I mean, I've got a trailer I could probably convert a little bit to have a little make it work a little bit, but like a cargo trailer, you know, they can do some basics with just enough to a bed and a stay. I've done that for like field days before, but just never really got into it for whatever reason. So I mean, I guess my thing is, our version of camping is Hilton, and so my wife never really wanted to go camping, so we kind of went with the Hilton world, and that's where I end up staying 99.9% of my time, unless there's just not available otherwise. So why are you laughing,
stirred
Dave?
it up. Well, I had to go over and see what Bricker was saying on the kids' table.
Oh.
And he goes, I like it when the parents fight. Sorry, I'm Switzerland.
Oh, I see that, yeah. That's funny.
David Pearson says he has an idea of how to do a live without dropping. Let me know. I mean, if I could pull it off, I'll pull it off, but I've tried it before.
But see, Josh did crash T-Mobile at Hamvention.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we talked last week. Not a whole, nothing really new to get excited about this Hamfest. We're not expecting a new product release of any sorts. ICOM's probably going to have their 5200 on display, and probably that 3D printed model of X026, whatever that is, whatever that's going to be. I don't know if Kenwood.
They're supposed to be there.
Yeah, Kenwood's coming. Okay, I didn't see Kenwood last year, so they'll probably have the D750A or whatever it is. They'll probably have it on display, of course.
Right.
And then Yaesu, of
Coming
course.
in September. It's already been priced. They're already taking the orders for it at HRO. They've already got the price on it.
Okay, so and I think I heard you in the back room at 1,200 on that one.
Yep.
Just what I thought it was going to come in.
You called it. You called it. So they'll be here. Of course, you'll see HRO and GigaParts and all those folks will be here. The flea market, though, you guys tell me. Both of you have been to Huntsville at least once, right?
Yep.
Have you been here, Dave?
Not Huntsville, no.
Okay. Marvin, would you agree that Huntsville is the biggest flea market of the big three?
If it's
not Dayton. Not yeah, I saw you shaking your head, and I thought
entire
about it.
horse track.
I was going to say that's an entire horse track in Dayton, so
It's still impressive, nonetheless. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I would say 60% of the South Hall is flea market.
Yes, Huntsville. That's one of the
Yes.
things Huntsville's always been known about is their flea market was bigger than their vendors. I'm
Yes.
hoping that now that they got this national convention this year, it just helps Huntsville grow to where they do have to get another hall or they have to get another location to have it in.
I don't know where else they would have it. There's not really any venues bigger than Von Braun around here that I know of. And Paul points out a very good point. Mm-hmm. All indoor with AC.
yes.
In August in Alabama, if you put it outside, you're not going to get many people.
Right.
No, it's hot.
Absolutely. David Pearson says Shelby Hamfest has a nice flea market area too. I've heard about the Shelby Hamfest. I've never been. I've heard it's been on decline in the past few years, but I have heard really good things about that flea market. Shelby, North Carolina, for those of you that are.
And if you want to
Oh,
talk
sure.
about those kind, Nears Fest, even though Nears Fest is not as big as it used to be, it is purely a flea market.
Yeah. That's kind of what Roars Fest is too. Is
I
pretty
was
much.
supposed to say, really, Rars has some commercial vendors. They had HRO. They've had
Wireman.
Wireman, Tar Heel, things like that. But it is, by and large, a gigantic flea market, which
Right.
really kind of fits that venue. That's Nancy's going to kill me when I say this, but
The thing is, people don't understand, to get the big vendors, you've got to consistently hit a certain number of people. And 2,000 consistent 2,000 people coming through the door is not what draws in the big vendors.
no, it's not. I mean, that they're lucky. They are lucky that they have gotten HRO, and I do think Rars has a bright future. I think that the big well, there's two issues with Rars Fest, and Nancy, if you're watching, forgive me, but it's in an ag center. The building has residual smells of animals. We'll just put it that way, and it's hard for me. I mean, Nancy's all the time on me to come back, and I want to come back, but it's hard on me to drive 6 hours for a one-day show.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
David, even advertising on social media, you got to get the people. HRO, I will give it to HRO. HRO supports the smaller Hamfests, and they always have. And people can say what they want about HRO, but even GigaParts, I spoke to them. Was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago, to find out what it takes to draw them to an event? Minimum 2,500 people consistently through your door for 3 years, and then it was still going to cost for us to pay for them to come up.
Yeah, you got to remember, guys. Yes, it's nice to see the big vendors show up, but at the end of the day, this is business. And if it's not profitable for a vendor to come to a Hamfest, they're not going to come. So they that's why they demand those consistent numbers.
Thing is, I'll guarantee you, some of these, and HRO proves it. They go to the smaller Hamfests. They just take the amount of product that fits there, and they sell out of that product. They're profitable. But they're not necessarily making the profit that they would at a Huntsville, a Hamvention, or a Hamcation.
Right.
I mean, even some of the big manufacturers, I mean, like Benally Keys, I don't believe is going to be at Huntsville this year. They weren't at Hamcation. They had a booth, but they weren't there.
Listen, David Pearson says, Wireman is local to me, location, great people. Let me tell you something. If you were having a yard sale, the Wireman would show up.
Yes.
They go to
He's
all
one
of them.
Yep.
And Chat Radio, I forget about Chat Radio. Chat Radio goes to most all of them. I'm sure they'll be down here tomorrow or Friday, Saturday.
I'm sure they will be. Yeah. So I just realized that 26 minutes ago, Central Time, I was supposed to have a winter field day meeting at 7 p.m. tonight. That's our monthly board meeting, and I totally blew it with the board completely. So if you're watching, I apologize, but yeah, we're supposed to have a winter field day meeting so we can get the rules out, and we're gonna have to readjust that to another night. And I've got to send out an email and apology for being on here instead of actually taking care of the winter field day board, which is probably really my priority. I should be doing, but unfortunately, my oversight this morning at 5 a.m. I forgot to email the board and tell them that, hey, I'm going to have to reschedule this meeting, and I forgot when I got to work. So,
Did you just get a text from your brother?
no, that was from one of my board members saying, yeah, I said, I totally screwed up, but I apologize. He goes, it's all good. I've had those days lately too. So, Yeah. My days this week, I mean, literally my days this week have just flown by. I mean, so quick at work. It's like, shit, it's 2:00 already. It's like, I feel like I just got here. Like, it should be like 11, but it's like, it's 2:00. It's like, that's great. I got 2 hours left of work. It's perfect. But yeah, when your days go by and you just disappears. All of a sudden you're like,
Paul's right. There's another one to keep an eye on.
Yes, I was about to hit that.
The
Dave.
DFW Ham Group. I plan on being there next year, Paul. Sean asked me to come down this year, and it just didn't work. But they do have a small tailgate on Saturday, but that's all indoors down there too. And I think they took the whole lower section. I think it was an old Dillard's. I can't remember in this mall, but the entire bottom part of the store they filled up this year. So they're growing. The DFW Ham Show is definitely growing, and we need something more in the Midwest for us. Yeah, Huntsville's not bad to drive to. Hamvention's further of a drive for me, and Hamcation. The only thing that'll draw me down to Hamcation is I got family down in Florida, so I could make it a multi-trip on that. Otherwise, I ain't really in a race to go to Hamcation. And yes, David Pearson, I will be at Hamvention this year. I won't be at Hamcation though.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of debating whether I actually go to Hamcation or not. I'd like to, but I'm having a hard time justifying that one more and more, just because of you can pretty much everything you see there in one day. I don't typically stay. I don't stay on site either. I don't have the RVs to camp out with everybody else, and it's just not. I don't get as much value out of that one as I do Dayton or Huntsville. So I don't know. We'll see. I may just want to get out of Minnesota and Wisconsin in February and go south for a few days, just to have some warm weather.
That's what you were talking. That's what you said this past year.
And that's what I did too. I mean, I literally got out just because of weather. It's like I need to go, but that was the last thing to change.
Oh no, Frank. That ain't happening.
What do you, Ham Radio Kids Table Live. Oh, we gotta delete that.
And I'm not an admin on his side.
I can't delete that one. So not on this side at least I can't. I can block him. But.
Oh, I can delete it. You should be able to delete it. Nope.
Nope. I can block.
Josh would be the only one that delete it. But I'm not an admin. I'm not a moderator, so I can't drop links.
Yeah. And I don't think I can. I don't know enough.
But I probably just got myself banned by Nightbot.
Frank just threw you under the bus. Frank just threw you under the bus. Trying to steal my viewers. Yes. No, he threw you under the bus in the chat. That's how I know it was you.
Oh, Frank's going to get dropped off the stream now.
Yeah. Frank Bot's going to disappear.
Tattletale. I appreciate you anyway, Frank. Oh, mercy.
Oh, we do. That's good. So he's got those easy buttons on the, just to push and
yeah, he's got it. He's
drop
got
the
it
links.
set up on his stream deck.
I
got to get with him, find out a couple of his tricks. I know one thing. I cannot find the hotkeys for EV Mux that work.
My hotkeys never worked for StreamYard.
Oh, I've got all kinds of hotkeys for StreamYard on my stream deck.
Interesting.
Are you running that through Companion, or is it just direct out of the Stream Deck app?
It's directly on my stream deck.
They must have changed that because I looked and I never found one.
All you do is go to the hotkeys on it. You click the button and you go down to where the hotkeys are and you set the hotkey.
I follow what you're saying. Well, all Let's see here. So yeah, you got that and that, and the last big thing of the weekend is going to be on Sunday morning. If you ain't at church and you're at the Huntsville Hamfest, come down to the forum, the YouTuber forum. It's room 1. It'll be Jason, myself, and whoever else Jason invites. I'm sure Gray Man will be up there, and several others. Josh, of course, will be there. Mike.
KM4ACK.
Mike was here earlier.
Oh, really?
Not this
Surprised
time.
he didn't.
He was
he didn't
here.
stop in.
He was here the first time I was here today. I was here a few hours ago. So, so yeah, we'll just talk about anything and everything about the channels in the world of YouTube and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, David Grayman's there, and he's actually sitting behind. You can see that TV deal that's behind Josh. He's actually over there on the other side where you can see people sitting. That's Jimmy there. And right there is Tim.
That's pretty good. You're not really picking up each other's audio either.
Frank had made the statement that we were being heard on Jimmy's mic when they first started.
Oh, that's funny. So that's pretty good.
Hi, Tim.
You can tell
boy.
we've ran out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, it is. We don't really have a direct topic for the night either talking about this, but other than just a little bit of Huntsville and whatnot. But we can see the shoppers out there. Let's see. Oh, there's.
You got Brian. Look at this. Tim is such a big deal. He's got his own cameraman.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out.
Funny thing is, Brian's on stream on the kids' table.
Huh.
Oh, he's using reverse cam. Never mind. He's not a cameraman. I thought he was pointing at. I thought he was just pointing at Tim.
No, he's streaming.
By
He's
the way,
on the kids' table.
By the way, let me point out this over here is new.
Is that American filament?
I don't know what that is, but that's filament. Like they've moved things
They're
around.
a huge bamboo supplier.
Like
Bamboo and American filament. They used to carry American filament. It's actually made right there in Huntsville, Alabama. It's an all-natural made.
My
filament
problem with American filament is their rolls do not fit in my bamboo AMS.
Actually, they do.
So this
they're
is
too big for it.
This
Unless they
is
change their roll size.
This has changed since the last time I was here 1 year ago. There was just maybe we'll just say a small section of 3D printing.
Look at all that.
These
all the
guys
boxes
have
back
gone
there.
all out on it. I mean, from about 3/4 of the way down to the front of the store there, all the way back here to this back corner.
Wow.
It's all 3D printing stuff. I mean, there used to be a relatively large selection of, and it's going to take me forever to get my camera straightened back up. There used to be a relatively large selection of like pilot stuff and metal detectors and things like that. Well, that's all changed now. I mean, they've dedicated a whole wall to 3D printing. I come to think of it, I haven't seen.
You're kind of out of the image, Josh. Just FYI.
I can barely hear you, Marvin. You're way over there. But there used to be. I don't know about. I don't know about the metal detectors. They used to have a lot of metal detectors and telescopes and stuff like that. I don't see the metal detectors or the telescopes anymore. So I think I know that they've radically lowered the selection of those items and gone all in on this 3D printing business. And we all know 3D printing is massive right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things that American Filament, Dave, is like I said, it's a local company, And
I know.
I can
American filament. I've got American filament, and I was using that before I used bamboo's filament. Unless they have changed their rolls, I stopped buying it because unless they've changed their roll size, they do not fit inside my bamboo AMS. It'll go in there, but I cannot close the lid. It rides on the roll.
I wonder if they changed recently because I just bought 2 rolls from them. I don't know, in the last 2 months probably, and I've used them and they fit fine. So I don't know.
Plus,
what the
are they
difference
still
is.
cardboard rolls?
I do not remember on that aspect. I'd have to go look.
'Cause don't run cardboard rolls inside your AMS.
Well, that's good to know.
Start gumming your because that cardboard will stop breaking down. It starts getting in and gumming up the rolls.
Oh.
That dust will get down into your filament tubes.
Sure.
Don't run unless you print those outer rings to help them. But American filament, and I liked American. I've got matter of fact, I've got some lithograph American filament that I will not run because it will not fit in my AMS. I've got to set up the side roll, get the dual extruder piece to go in and set up a side roll so my wife can actually use it.
Yeah, I've got one roll I bought of just it was a refill spool, and I took one of the cartridges apart, went to go put it on the re-spool, and it didn't go as planned for whatever reason. So now I've got a spool that's kind of half unwound, and it's like I'm thinking about trying to see if I can. It was a bamboo,
refill?
yeah.
Make sure when you get this, a lot of guys don't realize there's a notch in that roll. Make sure you line that notch up, push that down on it before you put the other top on and cut everything loose.
Maybe that's what I did wrong. Maybe I should have laid it on its side and pressed on it and really turned it because it did not go. And now I've got a whole spool of just kind of
because I don't cut. I make sure it's good and completely closed. Then I cut all the bands off to release the filament.
Yeah,
I use the refills all the time.
Well, I thought that's exactly what I was trying to do. Is I put it on there and I cut the bands, and then I realized that I quickly realized that the 2 pieces were not locked together or not locked in, and so then I ended up trying to take it off, and that just goofed up everything, and that's where everything went south. So as I was trying to fix it and put the refill into the spool, that filament became more and more unwound and caused a lot of problems for me. So
like Mike said, make sure once you do that, once it clicks, then it's completely in there. And yes, Bricker, those rings, as long as it fits in there, or you could just leave the lid open. But if you got one of the new ones, you don't really want to leave the lid open because that also works as a dryer. But those rings will help protect that cardboard.
So Mike, KE9DSK, I made the same mistake once.
I've done the same thing, Marvin, so don't feel bad.
Oh, good.
That's why I said I'm speaking from experience. Make sure you get that slot and get it pushed down, and then make sure, like Mike said, when you twist it, make sure it clicks. Because once it clicks, those rolls are completely closed.
Yeah, that's good to know. And I see it right quick for my co-host. I'll cut back over to you, Josh. Zoe and I have cabin booked for Hamvention. Oh, that's a great idea. Having a cabin. I never thought about that before. You guys are making me nervous, so I didn't want to wait any longer. And that's exactly right. I mean, hotels are $200 a night, so you can probably get a cabin or Airbnb for just as cheap, if not better. So very cool. Looking forward to seeing you there, Andy. Again, it was great to meet him in Michigan here just a couple weeks ago, but. It was cool. If you're getting stuff booked, it's time to book it now. So, Josh, we're going to go back over to you. You're live streaming from GigaParts in the 3D print section there, all the filaments and stuff there.
No, I can.
Is that bamboo or is that another brand or what is that?
That looks like bamboo.
That's all bamboo. Look at that. Look at the stock they have and the colors they got in stock.
Oh, they are the major bamboo retailer for bamboo now.
Did you know that, or you just find that out, Dave?
Oh no! I've watched them when they first brought the printers in 2 years ago. I've watched how they've grown with the supplies, and Bamboo's been looking for that. Now, Bamboo still does have a warehouse in Texas that they ship out of. You can still buy direct from Bamboo.
It's so hard to get colors sometimes. I mean, I'm trying to find something, and it's like You
Well,
can go
they've been redoing some of their stuff because, like, all their PLA now is all natural material. They're changing a bunch of things with bamboo.
which is good. I like that thought. So I like that.
Here's
what
another,
brand is it?
Here's another brand, Patchroma.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
We've seen a lot of bamboo. This is the only other brand I've seen so far is this. There's Polylite as well. Patchroma.
I've heard of Polylite.
I've heard of Polylite. Yeah, exactly. I don't see American Filament in the store there. Do you see American Filament, Josh?
I have not.
They might not be carrying it anymore.
Maybe they quit carrying it with the local.
Nope.
Like it's a local female, owned company, so I love supporting them when I can.
There is one rack.
There we go, American Filament. And you can use code.
They're not.
Use code HRG and save 5% on 2 rolls.
Yep, they've got
HRG.
And look here, they've
Radio
got.
guy.
Look
Hey,
here.
You
it's
didn't
true.
even catch that, Josh.
He didn't.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Josh don't have an affiliate code with him. I do.
Or you can just go to GigaParts.
GigaParts, you buy it there.
Yep.
Oh, sure. You could buy from Josh and get your reward points as well.
But look at all the color. I mean, they've got all these colors.
American
That's cool.
Filament is looks like they're putting on plastic rolls now.
Yeah.
And they've brought their price down, so they realized they had to start competing, because their price for what it cost me for bamboo filament, it was $12 to $15 more a roll, and because my wife's basically just selling her stuff to pay for replace her filament, not make money on.
Sure.
I had to stay a little cheaper on the filament, because she'll sell stuff at the Hamfest and stuff, but she don't figure in electricity or any of that. So
yeah,
I've got to make sure I've got good filament for her to print with, but save a little money.
Yep.
But I can't complain. She doesn't bitch about my hobby at all.
So, do you print primarily with? I didn't know we're going to turn into 3D printing tonight, talking about that. But do you primarily print with ABS, PLA, what
PETG and PLA? I don't have it set up. Well, ABS, I need to do a test, and I need to get a couple of air purifiers in her office.
It's not connected.
The printer moved from the ham radio craft room to her office. So she didn't have to keep walking back in here, which is fine.
See,
I don't
there's
have
no
to listen to the
connection
printer run
here.
all day.
That did you no good.
But because ABS, you're supposed to have some filtering on it. But with bamboo's enclosures, if I got the right filtering, I think she could print that in the house.
Yeah.
Or is it TPU? One of the two.
No,
either
it's
TPU
ABS.
or ABS.
It's
You
ABS,
have to
you want to have
vent
some
outside.
filtering, or you need to vent somewhere. Yeah.
Well,
so
one of those you have to vent outside. I don't care how much filtering you do.
okay.
Kids table is trying to attack us.
Oh no.
These dum-dums decided to go pick up one of my mics. Didn't realize, the mixer's got to be connected to the freaking computer for it to work. So, just on them. Y'all want to see the ham radio section before we're coming up on it?
Yeah, let's go see what they got.
All right, so this is really awkward because I'm holding the laptop doing this. I left my stupid phone in the car, so here we go. So you got all the Intellatron stuff right here up front as usual. You got your switches, your SWR meters. This was pretty cool. They have the automatic battery backup transfer switches. Love these guys. Over here, you got Intellatron antennas. Matter of fact, this is the mag mount that I picked up for the camper radio. You got the ham sticks, and then you got Hustler down here. Here's the big guy. For only $249 a month, you can get the FTDX 101MP. Over here, you got all the Yaesu options there. I was fixing to say, I'm missing the 991, but it is actually sitting there. They still have it available for $1,300. $1,399. Got the FTDX10. You got the FT710. I swear something looks different about the 991 to me.
Nope. Looks right on.
It's
It's missing a microphone.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But you got all the selection here. Here's the FT1X Optima for $1,800. One thing that I have noticed different from the past several years of coming down here, this is really weird operating a camera on a laptop. They don't have the boxes of the radio sitting out here anymore. And I'm sure that's a security feature, but now it's take the card to the register and they get it for you. So that's that. They've got Yaesu, Kenwood down there at the bottom. Only one Kenwood radio, and that's the D75A.
It would be nice if they had one out for display, though. I mean, at least you could see what your look and feel and do that sort of thing, you know?
Well, Yaesu and Icom, they do.
Okay.
Kenwood and Elenco, not so much. The bottom row is all Elenco. Up here's all the Icom stuff. For those of you wondering, this is the camper radio. This is the one I picked up today.
I agree with Mike. He goes, they're doing that to save space so they can, get all their radios on there. I agree. It's a great idea, really. I mean, it's a security feature as well, but it does save a lot of space.
Yeah. Icom. This was an interesting radio. This was a candidate for the camper, but I decided against it and went with this guy. Except for mine's the black model. $30 more, get you a black screen. 710. Got this guy 7610. Honestly, that's tough. I want to do that sometime. They've got a flex on display here. This is the Power Genius Linear for $8,000. Woo!
Is that the PGX? Is that the PGXL? I can't quite see it, but oh yeah, the bottom one is. Yeah, and I mean they got it for $8,000, but you can typically buy it for $59.99 from Flex Direct. But I don't know if maybe it went up in price recently because of all the other chipsets, but typically it's been $59.99.
Josh.
Yeah.
Your code's HamShackTV, right?
Yes. This is the Tuner Genius XL. You can get it for $2,500. Over here you got Astron and Samlex, their power supplies. I didn't really notice those were here earlier, but I still got a better deal on the one I bought. Comet antennas right here. I think you got some diamond there as well. Connectors. There's some Elenco stuff sitting down there. Auto tuners, LDG tuners, folks. They don't get any better than LDG tuners. They've got them in stock right here. Got some T-shirts and different things. Got a bunch of idiots sitting over there. Power stuff, 12-volt power. Got Anderson power poles down there. More parts and adapters and things of that nature. You got vehicle mounts, Rig Expert here as well. These are always good. I've got a buddy of mine that runs a Rig Expert. Messi and Poloni coax, that's some of the best coax you can buy. And yeah, that pretty much circles us all the way around the radio part of it. And Dave left.
Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe Dave froze, but he was good. I see you moving there.
No, I didn't freeze. I had to go take care of something real quick.
Oh.
He had to pay the water bill.
So
no, I had to find out what the dog was crying about.
So I like it. I say Mike K9. What was it? DS. What was his call sign there? KE9 DSK. I mean, talking about the dancing filament. I've not heard of that, but it's made manufactured in New Jersey. It kind of looks kind of interesting. So I may have to do some inquiring with them. They got lots of cool colors as well. So I like that it's made in the USA. And 'cause the only reason I like shopping Bamboo and I stay with Bamboo a lot of the time is because of their RFID tags on their spools. It makes it really nice to identify when you're trying to pull up your filaments and see which ones you want to use for your prints. So it's the only reason I like them. But other than that, I mean, not that I can't. So, Josh, anything else for the evening here? I mean, we're getting towards the top of the hour, the second hour here, but
Yep, I'm trying to switch back. To the other stuff.
oh, there you go.
Oops, wrong button. Let's see here. And we're back. Wasn't really anticipating on the walk around, but we got it working. So yeah, all I can say is, folks, if you're within 300-400 miles of here, come on down this weekend. You're not going to regret it. It's a great time. And if you can only come for one day, that's fine too. Huntsville is a show that you can see everything in one day. I will say that. But
I don't know if you're going to be able to do that this year, though.
That's a good point. That's especially if the crowds are as high as I'm personally anticipating. You're probably going to have to climb on top of people. Like it's just going to be. There's going to be a lot of trying to get around people, because I know that the aisles are narrower and things like that. So, traditionally though, yeah, you can see all of Huntsville in a day. So yeah, if you're around here, come on down, enjoy it, see some people. Sunday, come see us at the HamTuber Forum. Friday, if you've already bought your ticket, come hang out with us. KR4JGD says, Josh AA4WX, Dave, and Mountain Dave. That sounds like a good beverage. Mountain Dave.
Ricker's right. Huntsville is not about the show. It's about the people.
Honestly, that's the way I feel about it.
Every show.
Yes and no. Dayton is more about
the show.
I mean, it really is, because you don't have everybody camping at the same place. We're all over the place. Orlando and Huntsville, by far, it's about the people.
Yeah.
David Pearson says, I think the crowds will be large this year. Yes, they will. They will.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
I would anticipate that for sure.
All right, let's do a quick go around. I can't believe our time's already up. The last hour part of it has flown by.
It did.
Let's start with you, Marvin. What's coming up for you guys?
I don't really have a whole lot. I think we've got a new. Well, I apologize for this last week's podcast. We know we had an error in the audio that came out in the final recording, and that sucked. We were talking about like internet linking, Echo Link, All Star sort of thing, and that for some reason some audio had issues with it. We didn't notice it when we were recording, but on the final recording we picked it up and it's like, oh crap, it's too late to fix it now. An hour later, but I'm kind of hoping to go back and fix some of the audio still. I've been trying to see if I can get some AI and some other ways to fix that up potentially, but I don't know if that's going to actually be able to be done. But we're going to record another one this Sunday, and we're going to be talking about slow scan television. So I'm pretty excited about that episode. Should be a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things, and I enjoy about amateur radio. And I always try and come up with new tools and new toys and new programs that people are creating. And come listen to the podcast. I've got some things that people are doing out here that are pretty cool, that's really working. And the creativity that continues to expand in amateur radio, I think this year is just above and beyond what other years have been. And just with the number of new apps and new things that people are doing, whether it's HamGPT or SDR Oxide. I think I talked about some of those things last week here on the show, but there's or mentioned them in the podcast, and I think that's just really cool what's going on with them. So I do have to, it reminds me, I need to go back and whitelist SDR Oxide on my router because I could not access it locally this last week. but I want to get in and play a little bit more. It's all about Olivia and anything with digital modes. So, and Winter Field Day, like I said, I was supposed to have a Winter Field Day meeting this evening at 7. Kind of forgot about. I didn't forget about it. I just forgot to email the board saying, "Hey, can't do it because we got this going." But we have some. Our images are released. We're getting T-shirts. We're getting a new store. We've got some new rules. We've got some cool things going on with rules. People are going to be. We've got an Easter egg in the picture that's going to be out there. That we're going to have our image for this year, and we've got some cool things going on with our broadcast and messages. We were involving the Long Island CW Club for our Winter Field Day this year, so just lots of cool stuff's going to be going on. So I'm super excited about it. We're celebrating 20 years of Winter Field Day in 2027, and it's going to be cool. So I know we're talking about it's still August, and like, why are we talking about Winter Field Day? But there's a lot of things that we release in September around this time of year, and so stay tuned for all that. And I am hearing some voices in my head. I think I just forgot to take my medication for the day, but I think maybe it's just, maybe somebody's breathing hard. Anyway, you said JSA. That's right. JSA. Yes, we're always good with JSA.
EV Bucks.
We're good with JSA. You're right. That is a great mode to use, Dave.
I don't know if you were hearing on the stream, but like if we're backstage, not on the stage, we can talk to each other and not affect the stream. So he was hearing FT8 in his ear because I kept going FT8.
No,
Yes.
no, you weren't. You weren't backstage actually.
You were backstage.
Oh, then they heard it then.
Oh yeah, we
Yes,
all
they
heard
did.
it.
They all
That's
heard
why I
it.
started doing it.
Like I said,
Oh.
But no, EV Mux has been a real game changer. It's saving me some money too, so I'm pretty happy with it so far.
hopefully StreamYard will give you money back for the rest of the year, or is it time to renew?
No, I didn't buy it. I was paying monthly.
Oh, you
So,
were? Okay.
Yep. So
Oh, lucky
it's,
for you.
it's over with anyway.
Yeah,
All right, Dave.
Goodbye.
Dave, your turn.
Well, I want to address David Pearson's statement here real quick. He says, I know a lot of YouTubers who will be there from the overlanding community. There's a lot of us ham guys that are on YouTube, David Pearson, that are trying to turn More Expo into one of the next big shows, and that's an actual overlanding show. But been busy with work, and the 2 days that I wanted to get out and actually play with this Rybakoff antenna, it poured. So I'm done with the rain. I'm ready for fall because if it's either pouring or it's 100 degrees. So I'm ready for fall. So since I couldn't go to Huntsville, I'm going to go support because I'm within an hour drive of work, and that's part of the reason why I couldn't make it to Huntsville because of work this year. Awesome, David. I'm going to go down and support one of our local Hamfests. And guys, you need to support your local Hamfests. Joplin Hamfest. So if you're in the area, not going to Huntsville, come on out to the Joplin Hamfest. Stop by and say hi. Other than that, hopefully I'll be able to get out and play with this Rybakoff antenna and start doing a few more things. I got a plan on my G106 to try to make the microphone better. A couple of things that I'm going to do on it. Just got to get some time, get work slowed down. But other than that, just being bummed that I'm not in Huntsville, Josh.
Wish you were down here. Wish both of you were down here. I had high hopes that this was going to be the one we were going to get most of us together. Still got to figure out Michael. Speaking of Michael, where is Michael?
I don't know where he's at.
I thought he
tonight.
was going to make it on tonight.
Right.
He might
I
have
just
had
want to
work
say,
too.
a quick shout out. A couple of people have just subscribed to my ham radio channel, which I appreciate. The ham radio guy, so thank you for doing that, and help Dave out too. Dave is kind of in a competition with Michael and who else is it? Rabbit and
Ham. Yep.
Yeah, Rabbit Ham. So they're trying to get to the first people to 500, right?
Yes, sir.
So go help Dave out. Subscribe to his channel since Michael's not here tonight. He's gonna lose out. You can just go right to Hillbilly Ham. Go ahead and subscribe.
It looks like I picked up a couple tonight, so thanks.
You
Whoever
did.
subscribed to
Yeah,
it.
thank
Yep.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate that. It is, YouTube's actually adding some more challenges to us on our end for things that we do and getting up there in numbers. So it's a little bit more challenging. So we appreciate every subscriber, and I know Dave does too in the same way. And Josh, I mean, he appreciates all the subscribers he has, and we couldn't do it without you guys as watchers and listeners, and supporting us in the various and different ways, and a lot of people may not always know this, and I'm not make this a preach session quick, but it's for us to be able to run EV Mux or StreamYard, or I run Ecamm, and we've got I've got podcast fees. I've got a Podbean fees I run for the podcast on the back end. Doing some developer stuff for Apple. There's Apple costs for that. They've got the radio station. All those things cost money on the back end out of our pockets that we have to pay for and support to be able to provide the content to you. So when it's like you're giving a $5 donation, or you're giving a monthly subscription, or whatever it might be, that's just to help us offset some of that cost, so we can produce it and enjoy it. Because I know there's right now 41 of you, and there's been up to over 60 a night watching. And so we appreciate you guys being part of that process, but it doesn't come free without some cost on our end. So we just want to say thank you, and we greatly appreciate it. It all really helps the bottom line, and it's not padding my pocket. I want to be able to offset my costs and break even. That's what I most likely to do, because I enjoy doing it. I really do. Whether I'm on here every week, I don't get paid. It's free. On my podcast, I don't get paid. It's all free. It's all my volunteer time. Everything I support on the back end, and I'm sure Dave's the same way.
I'm the DEI hire for Josh, so I don't get paid for this either.
And on that note,
hold on a second, Josh. I do want to add a little bit there, because I'm not monetized, guys. I get the pleasure and feel good about seeing the subscribers, seeing the comments of helping people, and so when I see that kind of stuff, that wants to make this old hillbilly keep going.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, because I end up making podcasts about things that can help people, and maybe broaden somebody's horizon about, I didn't know about slow scan television, or I was kind of wondering what All Star was about, or POTA, or any of the other topics I've done over, what is SWR? Those are all kind of learning lessons and things that I've taught and covered over the years. So, that's exactly right. So anyway, I think that Dave, Dave's along the same lines. Josh, we'll give it back to you. We'll let you take your show back over, but thank you for letting us have a 5 minutes of rant there.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. The store is now closed, so get our way out of here. I can't say thank you enough for tuning in to HamShackTV tonight, live here at GigaParts in Huntsville, Alabama, 6123 University Drive, near the UAH campus, not too far from the Space and Rocket Center. Come on by. If you're coming to Huntsville, come on by, stop by, check out the store. I think you're going to enjoy what you see. If you go into the Huntsville Hamfest, check out their booth. If you see me or any of the other fellow YouTubers, make sure you say hello to them as well. Check out GigaParts.com. Coupon code HamShackTV gets you double rewards points, and GigaParts Rewards Plus, half off your first month. Use coupon code HamShackTV50. Robbie Spare, thank you so much for letting us use your internet and your facility tonight. I appreciate your partnership and your friendship. 73, everybody. We'll see you in Huntsville. AA4WX, WSCB 693.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right,
That's the cheapest bonus clip y'all have ever gotten. $2 tonight, but we got one. See y'all.